923 million of statutory dues that were non-remitted. I think it's the General's report, non-remittance of statutory dues. Yeah. Just read it out, then tell us whether this matter has been addressed so that we can contextualize this problem.
Yes. Thank you, Chair. Non-remittance of statutory dues.
Yes, proceed.
Analysis of the payroll data revealed that staff were deducted pay-as-you-earn payee amounting to Kenya shillings 530,700,799, National Social Security Fund (NSSF) of Kenya shillings 343,282,390, 49,661,383, all totaling Kenya shillings 923,644,572. However, no evidence was provided for audit confirmation to show that the deductions were remitted to the relevant authorities as required. Failure to remit statutory deductions on time contravenes the Income Tax Act, National Hospital Insurance Fund Act, the National Social Security Fund Act, which may result in fines and penalties. In the circumstances, management was in breach.
I think that's what Senator Sifuna has been trying to amplify. So to avoid wastage of time, we shall not read our recommendation in full. We'll just go to your management response on this.
Mr. Chairman, our response is very brief and factual. The payment for the statutory deduction was provided. That evidence was provided during the audit exercise as tabulated in the table. I want to confirm that at Trans Nzoia we are current. Every single cent that we deduct, we remit. What happened, I think, was made communication breakdown between the auditors and the relevant offices because they provided the evidence of payment of remittance.
So let's get the confirmation of the OAG. OAG, you raised this. It was in the management letter. It was in the draft certificate. It was in the final certificate. If the evidence was there, why was it not provided?
During the verification, we have found that the statutory deductions, the current ones, were actually deducted and also remitted and paid. So as of now, they do not have this outstanding on the current, except the 109 or any other amount that they may come up with. Our position is that during the audit, because we went through a process, this was not provided, and probably the payments have been done after the
Point
audit
of order,
had been
Chair.
concluded.
What is the OAG saying? I'm trying to get him.
Senator Cherargei?
So are you saying it was misreported, or are you saying when you raise this issue up to the exit meeting and management letter, you never captured? Can you stand? KUWA na msimamo. You know, you are saying this and this, oh, we are confusing all of us.
No, our stand is that we have
This
now...
was misreported.
No, that was the correct position as then.
So, and then there was no payment.
OAG, you agree with the report as tabled, but now what you are saying is that you have seen evidence subsequent, isn't it?
Yes.
So that we apply the provisions of Section 52 of the Public Audit Act.
Section 62.
Section 62.
Of the Public
so that
Audit
the
Act.
officer was supposed to provide that information and did not.
Yes.
We recommend the investigation and prosecution.
Yes.
Is that
that's the true position.
So that then confirms that going forward, statutory deductions are being remitted. The problem are the historical ones.
Yeah, correct.
Maybe members should direct or advise control of budget that we should give counties maybe some 6 months to reconcile the historical statutory dues and ensure that they've got a payment plan, failure to which requisitions should not be honored. Because if you've got contributions to LAP Fund, LAP Trust, SACCOs, and all those entities, the person suffering is employee. In their payslip, it indicates that they were contributing to LAP Fund or LAP Trust. But when they they go to check the actuarial valuations, it indicates that their money never came through. I mean, there has to be a way of closing this, and maybe we can debate internally
Mr. Chairman,
and agree with the COB on a time frame. Yeah, Governor.
because some of these amounts of money have accrued for a very long period of time. I don't know if it's possible for the county governments out. The employee has got no business knowing whether the money was remitted or not. As far as they are concerned, they were employees, their money was remitted. Now you have retired and then there is no pension. So instead of engaging in back and forth, can we now just bite the bullet and see what needs to be done?
Senator Sifuna, you are indicating that there's a resolution you made on...
I believe so, and the Secretariat can confirm. There was a resolution of the Senate on the question of lab fund and lab trust. Because as Governor says, we also had a part of the largest part of the Nairobi pending bill of 100 billion is actually monies owed to those two institutions. There was a resolution of the Senate on the same. And from...
CPIC.
Yes.
CPIC did an inquiry on non-remittance of statutory deductions.
Okay, so
what was the resolution of the Senate?
Let me follow up with the clerk of the
I remember that
committee.
matter coming before.
Okay, fine.
But
We can refer to the
separately, you have seen, Chair, there are county governments that have sat down with these entities and entered into agreements. I think the best example is Makueni, right? Governor Mutula told us that there is a running agreement with Lab Fund on how they're going to settle this. So what conversations are you having yourself?
We have done this.
Of course, there are also bad examples like Nairobi when asset swaps without proper validation.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Chairman, we have done the same, and we've done MOUs with its Lab Fund, with Lab Fund. Of course, my main concern is that this money is an investment. So when we do these discussions, we argue in a manner that removes the interest, so that at the end of the day, the pensioner doesn't get what is actually due to them. Yeah. So you're making a compromise, but we're suffering. The past suffering is not part of the negotiation. So you can see we're moving from 1.2 billion and we agreed to pay like 300 million. So this amount that you're forfeiting is due to somebody who is not going to get that dues.
Honorable
Chair, maybe just
Cherargei,
two clarification.
then in the next few minutes you can look at a few projects.
Chair, maybe, so Governor, in this 700 million that you have allocated in financial year 2025-2026, is 109 part of the payment plan for these statutory deductions? And then number two, you have indicated in your response, which is very brief, that this information was provided. Have you taken any administrative action for non-provision of documentation as per Section 62 of the Public Audit Act? And then finally, Sifuna, hold your horses. Relax. Finally, Chair, in this non-remittance, you'll have your cherry and you'll bite. Yes. Bishop, can you be praying for Sifuna so that he can hold his horses? Chair, and finally, on non-remittance of statutory deductions, in this provision, what is, you have said that Treasury should provide conditional grant. You have had conversation with Lab Fund, Lab Trust, and maybe KRA. In this 109, are there interests that they have charged on this 109 million? Thank you, Chair.